Welcome back to Mountain Connections, everybody. I've said previously on Mountain Connections that October is basically the start of the holiday season. Halloween is then going to lead into Thanksgiving, which is then going to lead into all the celebratory holidays in December. And it's a time to kind of enjoy family and friends and kind of, indulge in greediness a little bit because of all the presents and trick-or-treat and everything. But fortunately, some people aren't as fortunate as you may be or as I may be. And the Salt Lake City Mission is doing their best to make this holiday season the greatest for everybody out there, the greatest for those who may be unfortunate, who were dealt the worst hand in life. And here to talk about Scare Away Hunger, a food drive that is starting in October, is Pastor Joe Vasquez. So, Pastor, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Appreciate it.
So, Scare Away Hunger, it is a food drive. Is this a food drive where we're going to have to go to Salt Lake City Mission to donate food? Can we do it in our communities?
Absolutely. If you can come down to Salt Lake and drop it off, that'd be great. You can stop in and see us. But you can host a drive, up here. And if you collect, bags, and we'd be happy to come by and pick it up.
And what kind of food are we talking about? Are we talking about more canned foods so that way it stays longer? Are we talking about healthier foods, snacky foods?
Well, we collect pretty much everything, but for the food boxes for the holidays, the canned goods, all your traditional vegetables and sweet potatoes and those kind of things are going to be helpful for getting as many families food boxes for the holidays as possible.
Any foods you really want to kind of stay away from?
We do this all year long. We do about
Okay.
15,000 food boxes throughout the year. So if we don't use it specifically for this particular drive, we can use just about any type of food supplies for the other activities that we do.
Perfect, because I know there's been some food drives that I've been a part of where they actually wouldn't take like super sugary foods or something like that because they just didn't want, to have super, fast perishable items. They wanted to have something that could maybe last longer. So it's great that you're kind of taking in everything. And as you said, we can do this in the community. I can do this in Park City, and you would be willing to come up and get bags and bags of food to take down to Salt Lake City?
Absolutely. It would be kind of difficult to drive up here to get one bag.
Right.
But if a business or church or school or service club were to host a drive, which this particular one is going to go on for the entire month of October, we would be happy to arrange to come pick up, a number of items, including we're also doing clothing, warm weather gear, and as you mentioned when we were talking in the break, socks are a huge thing for our crowd.
I always hear from homeless shelters and everything that socks are actually kind of the #1 item they need during winter. But to backtrack real quick, just if you do only have like a bag of food, don't let that discourage you from not bringing it in. A bag of food would make all the difference still.
Absolutely.
Now, if someone's in there going, I may not be able to donate a bunch of food or anything, people can donate financially, and this can be as low as $1.98 will make a meal.
Yes.
For less than $2, you can provide a meal.
Sure. You could feed a family for a couple of Starbucks coffees. You could feed a whole family. So, yes, they can go to our website. That's saltlakeCitymission.org, and we have a secure donate page, and they can give financially as well. We're also hosting with Zerkers all the costume party stores. And all of those locations in Utah are hosting this drive. And while they're out shopping for Halloween or getting ready for other things, they're collecting cans for us. So you can go and they're giving out gifts as well for whatever you bring in. So great opportunity to join something that's it's literally going to be going on all over the state. So, but everybody can do something.
Right, everyone can do a little bit of something. Now, as I said, this is the holiday season we're getting into. You guys don't stop after this food drive. You guys are looking forward to Thanksgiving already and to the Christmas season. Can you tell us what's going on in November in case anyone may want to get involved with any of the activities you guys are putting on?
Yes, well, we're all year long we're open doing services to the needy, but specifically this time of year, Scare Away Hunger initiates our Season of Hope. Where we have 9 separate activities, which include multiple Thanksgiving dinners, including at the Vivint Center with the Utah Jazz and Utah Food Service, and Kuru Shoes is another one of our sponsors. That is, we're going to have brand new shoes for folks that go there,
oh, nice.
Along with a great meal. Then we do food boxes for families. We do Operation Christmas Child. We do Angel Tree Christmas, the Christmas Day dinner event on Christmas Day. We do New Year's Day for the homeless. We're open all the major holidays so that the homeless, because most things are closed during the days of the national holidays. So, but we're open to make sure they have a place to go, get a hot coffee, get a good meal, stay inside, be warm, and at least they can be indoors. And we're also trying to connect with them and give them opportunities to make changes in their lives.
Right, make changes in people's life, I think, is the biggest goal that you guys are setting out for, and I'm always for people helping others. You are always looking for volunteers. People can volunteer if maybe they can't get food, if they can't get money, they can give their time.
Great, yes. There are 8 of us on staff, and last year we helped almost 54,000 people with services, all free of charge. So the way we get that accomplished is we use lots of volunteers. So you can come as a family or as an individual, a service club, young and old, everybody can get involved. And so that's how we get it done. So you can also go to our website and contact our volunteer coordinator, and he'd love to talk with you about coming to any of the events that we host or host a drive, and you can get materials for those things as well.
I mean, I don't see why someone shouldn't give a little bit of their time, or maybe a can of food, or even, as I said, $1.98 will feed someone at SLC Mission, right? So
Absolutely.
There's plenty of ways to help out. There's no excuse not to. If anyone wants information, including where they can go to donate, what's the website once again?
We're at saltlakeCityMission.org. You can call us at 801-355-6310, and we're located at 1151 South Redwood Road in Salt Lake City.
Perfect. Joe, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you.
And thank you again so much for putting on so much for those who are maybe less fortunate. Again, Scare Away Hunger taking place in all of October. Make sure you guys can give food. You guys can put on a food drive in your community. You don't have to be in Salt Lake City to be a part of this. That will be taking place all October. We got more Mount Connections coming up, everybody. After this commercial break, we'll be right back.